Yo, what's happening, people? And welcome back to the Tiki Taka podcast, where you're going to hear hot takes, unbiased opinions, and hopefully have a couple laughs along the way.
Yes.
And when you think that there might not be stuff to talk about and international break and it's going to be quiet, and there always seems to be news in the football world, always seems to be something coming out.
Forever
And
present.
allegations of corruption are always thrown around by fans of all clubs. But this week, there's video evidence that has been put out there of referee David Coote saying some not so nice things about Liverpool and
things
Jurgen
about
Klopp.
Jurgen Klopp. He
Um,
wants to read my mind.
yeah. We might have some younger viewers watching this podcast, so we probably shouldn't repeat what was said. But David Coote's trying to say that it's not him. It's not a genuine video.
No. He shouldn't do. That's
what he's trying to say.
That's the Kate Middleton. Oh, I've just happened to take up Photoshop.
Yeah,
in my time.
He's
my
saying
time
AI
off.
and
no, that was David. What I will say is, when I first watched the video, I was like, "What's up with him? Though?
Yeah,
like why is his face like that?
Yeah.
Why is he like sort of staring into the camera like that?"
Yeah.
I also couldn't believe, with the things that he was saying, I couldn't believe how he acknowledged he was on camera.
Yeah,
I could not believe that.
Yeah.
And it was like pretty obvious that he knew he was being recorded.
Yeah.
But when he was like, oh, "This video can't go anywhere. Make sure that first," I was like, "Yo, I can't believe this." Like,
so stupid.
Why would you even say? Why would you even
just let himself be filmed?
Why would you even give this guy? And we have no idea his relation to this guy. But why would you even give this guy the opportunity? Why would you have your career in his hands?
Yeah.
Like this.
That can be released anywhere.
And
we still don't know the relation of this guy to
David Coote.
And
like, why David is so comfortable, just him and sitting on the couch together.
Yeah. It looks like he's in the yard, and it's just I don't know.
Also, I was struggling to believe it was real until I saw the PGMOL or
suspended.
Suspended him. We're gonna do an investigation.
But David Coote said it's not real. That's what he's told the PGMOL. So they've got experts examining the video, and
I don't know what to say about the video, because I don't want to lend too much of an ear into the corruption thing.
Yeah,
because it's like, if I was a Liverpool, if he said this about Arsenal,
well, I'm so glad it wasn't Arsenal. Arsenal fans don't deal with that kind of stuff.
Yeah, we would.
Bro.
It would. There'd be petitions. There would be riots on the streets.
Title last year.
There would be all those things.
It's too much. And Liverpool fans aren't better.
Yeah, they're not. He's never actually come out and said, the fact that I think of what I think of Jurgen Klopp has influenced my decisions. I've made certain calls in games that I knew were. He hasn't gone that far.
I was gonna say that. I reckon referees have said that about Arteta.
Exactly. The ridiculous thing from David Coote is how cavalierly he said this on video.
Yeah.
Like, you can't have those strong opinions on someone and
let yourself be video.
Yeah. But I agree with you. Anthony Taylor and Michael Oliver and what they must think of Pep and Jose and some of these guys that they must think the same things. They must, but you can't. For fans who need you to be unbiased, who need to think that you're unbiased, to have that, for you to just be like to some random guy on the couch. By the way, this is what I think of Jurgen Klopp. I hate Liverpool. I hate everything about them. I think they were terrible that day. I was like, bro, yo, this is mad. We never hear referees don't even do post-match interviews.
Yeah,
we never hear from referees.
Yeah. That's probably what makes it even more crazy. Is that we never actually hear anything from them. So, and we know Klopp, whenever Klopp used to lose, he used to lambast the referees. He used to go for their necks.
But it does make you. If I was a Liverpool fan, look, I'm not. I think Liverpool fans are wet, pathetic, but
sweeping generalization.
Yes, exactly, sweeping generalization. But I also say that from a biased opinion of a guy that has some friends who are Liverpool fans, and look, there's a rivalry going on. So take that with a pinch of salt.
Yeah.
But I will say, though, if you look at Jurgen Klopp's time at Liverpool and some of the 97, 98 point seasons, and then a video comes out with the referee saying this about some stuff that's happened 4 years ago, like, it's the conclusions that they're jumping to are not they're not crazy far-fetched.
Yeah.
That's the problem with the video. is he hasn't actually come out to say anything like mad incriminating. He just had his opinion on the manager, but it's a real shady area.
Well, and Liverpool's a football club as well.
Yeah,
he's giving opinion on that.
Yeah,
but what you would say is that obviously you're like, we need these guys to be unbiased, right? But
or at least appear unbiased.
Exactly,
man.
appear unbiased. But at the end of the day, he's from Manchester.
Yeah.
So he's gonna hate Liverpool.
How do you think it gets resolved?
I don't think he can referee again.
This is done.
I think even if they find some way of proving that that's not a genuine video, and how's it, bro? They can't. Imagine they put him on a Liverpool game.
No, he can't do a Liverpool. But that's why I think.
But then if he can't do a Liverpool game, I don't want him on my game.
No, but that's why, because I don't think Liverpool fans, there would generally be petitions and protests on the streets if David Coote, the reverse fixture at Anfield, David Coote's there, and Man City or Arsenal pushing for the league, Liverpool are there, and anything, any 50-50, like you know, they've already done petitions for Mo Salah when Mo Salah broke his arm for the Sergio Ramos. You know, so
100%.
But I don't think you can have a referee and say, oh, he can't do these games. Like he can't he can't referee Liverpool, for example, or so, like Anthony Taylor. You start making rules that Anthony Taylor can't referee Arsenal games. That just seems
exactly. If you do that, they just shouldn't referee.
They just shouldn't referee. I agree with it. So that's why.
Because if you're saying that they shouldn't referee Liverpool games, or David Coote shouldn't referee Liverpool,
you're accepting
games,
a bias.
Exactly. So whether that bias is only against Liverpool, let's not take that chance.
Exactly.
Let's just leave him out completely.
And certain other results, maybe he'll give a penalty to a certain team, so it hurts. It's not Liverpool. That you know, is that really a pen? Every decision that he makes, every decision from now on, will be scrutinized, second guessed, questioned, and it might not be worth PGM or Wells. We're already on them anyway. Everybody's already on them anyway. So his career's done.
And I mean, I really didn't like him as a referee anyway. So
the Tomiyasu one. Crystal Palace one.
Yeah. But look, you're right though. I'm glad it wasn't about Arsenal, because
that would have been
these 2 weeks international break would have been relentless, bro. That would have been on my timeline constantly. But speaking of Arsenal, we'll move it on. We played on the weekend. Tough game away at Stamford Bridge. That ended in a 1-1. And the main question that everyone's asking is, are Arsenal out of the title race?
No, of course not. I do think Arsenal have put themselves in this position where people are questioning whether we're out of the title race. That is on us. Yeah. But I do think for anybody making such definitive statements about who is and isn't in a title race in November is pretty short-sighted.
Yeah.
Like, we have a lot of football games. Yeah. Think about how many points have been won and lost already in these first 10 games. And another 10 games with just over halfway through of the season. So all the points collated right now, if you was to see what happened in the next 10 games, like if Arsenal was to get we should get more, but an additional 19 points in the next 10 games or whatever it is, I feel like other teams probably wouldn't get that. Yeah. And the table would start to take shape. And that would be poor form, I would say, looking at our fixtures. Yeah. So we're not completely out of the title race, but I do think that Arsenal have put themselves in a conversation with top 4 clubs that we would have liked to have not been in. But there's certain circumstances that go into that context that goes into that. You know,
I agree with what you're saying, but I also think that as much as there's a lot of football to be played, if the gap is currently 9 points to Liverpool, if the gap goes to 12, which is only one more game, I think it's done.
We're definitely on a fine line,
right? So 100%. I can see why people are saying that, right?
Yeah,
but we're not out of it now. Currently,
where it stands right now.
Yeah,
but we must admit that 9 points is like an eyebrow raiser.
And that's Paul Merson said it on after the game on Sunday, and we spoke about it off air. Arsenal just have to make sure that gap goes to 6 before it goes to 12.
Yeah.
If it goes to 12, like I said, I think it's done. I think it's finished at that point. And I trust Arsenal to get it to 6 before it goes to 12.
I mean, it sounds cliche, but the manager and the players are saying all the right things. What do we have to do to close the gap? Win, and win. And that really is it, man.
Yeah.
I think I said to you off air, I do think real title winners, if Arsenal to be a real title winning team, we would probably have 4 more points than we currently do. Yeah. I think I can take the Bournemouth 2-0 as like a 10-man. You know, we were riding our luck with this red card thing. We sort of put our hand too close to the fire, got burned. I can take that loss on the chin. The Newcastle one, I think, is a real bad loss last week. Like, that was terrible. The performance, the result. I feel like there was a draw there to be had. Yeah, even though
we got what we deserved.
Yeah, we got what we deserved. But even though we were poor, even though Newcastle's game plan worked wonders for them and all this kind of stuff, if it was to really win the title, really sort of be that contender, we would have made 2 chances, taken one of them, got out with a point. Yeah. And I do think that this Chelsea game on the weekend was also there to be won.
Yeah.
And I can't, in isolation, you can lose to Newcastle. And that's not like
draw at Stamford
exactly.
Bridge.
And in isolation, you can draw at Stamford Bridge. But we made the point that like we lost to City by 2 points last year. We knew it was going to be fine margins. Yeah. So I can only really allow myself to do the whole in isolation. I can take a loss, and I can take a point at Stamford Bridge, because a point at Stamford Bridge isn't bad. We haven't lost at Stamford Bridge for like 7 years. I love those kind of records. Yeah. You know, but because I think this team should be going for the title, because I think this team is good enough to go for a title, I do feel a little bit of like, we should have 4 more points. I wish we had one more win. I wish we weren't in 9 these points. Top 4 conversations or one game, one loss away from
make or break.
You know. But if we're gonna do it, I know Arsenal. We've said this many times on this podcast. If Arsenal are ever gonna do anything, it's going to be done
the most
dramatic, in the hardest way possible. And to a certain extent,
in the way that I just don't want it to happen.
Exactly, in a certain extent. And this is like me caping for my club now, biased opinion or whatever, but maybe it's better that we don't have the league leaders pressure. Are you going to fall away again this time pressure? And we've got can we come from behind, backs against the wall? Because I know Arteta can use the backs against the wall thing. We've seen that before. And that is a little bit of fan stuff. I'd rather be top of the table. But like,
of course. But also it's about timing. Right, like Liverpool can be 9 points clear now, but I'd rather be 9 points clear in March.
Yeah.
So if it's gonna swing like that, they can have it now.
Yeah.
Right. And the context that you were talking about as well, the away games that Arsenal have played have been crazy in these first 11 games. We had to go Villa away, Tottenham away, City away, Bournemouth away, Newcastle away, and Chelsea away.
Yeah.
Those have been all of our 6 Premier League
opening
away games.
Yeah. It's very true.
Right? Which are all, I think they're all currently in the top 7, top 8 in the Premier League. And Bournemouth, of all of them, probably on paper, quote unquote, the easiest away game, beat Man City when they went there. Right? And are looking to be a pretty good team, right? Yeah, exactly. So that's the only context that I'm taking from it. And I'm putting a lot of stock in, we've had some tough fixtures.
Yeah.
Right. So when the rest of these guys, when Liverpool and Man City have to play the rest of these teams and the rest of these away games, that's where I'm hoping we pick up our points.
Yeah. The run after this international break is by far, okay, I can't say by far the most crucial one, but it is a crucial run. It has to
be flawless.
It has to be. The most crucial one will be between March and May. But the
position we've put ourselves in.
Yeah, exactly.
This is really there.
We need to win, and win. Like, we need
up until Christmas.
We need to almost, the context of the fixtures, the context of the injuries, the context of the suspensions or whatever. We need to park that for this run, and almost regardless of injuries, hopefully no suspensions, hopefully no poor form to players. Even with poor form of players, we need to win these games. And I saw Declan Rice was coming out speaking about the mentality of this team is to win a trophy. We need to win a trophy. That has to be sort of the lesson or the message that Arteta is hitting home after the international break. Is this run, this little stint that we're gonna do, will make or break our trophy season.
Yeah. Agreed. And I think I can put the stock on the fixtures now, if we go on that run. Right? But if we play these teams who are coming up in these next 7 games and we don't pretty much win every game, then it's not about the fixtures anymore.
But what does give me some leverage, some happiness, some like confidence going into this run, El Capitan is back.
Good to see Odegaard back on the pitch.
All of a sudden, chances from open play, goals from open play.
An assist. He's already back with the GNA.
Bro, that assist, it's just so good. Yeah. It's just like the quality that we've not been getting from Trossard in the 10.
There's 2 Arsenal players lining up to put that in.
Also, the we said this off air. I think I always asked this question about some of Arsenal's better players, about what really is their best quality. You know, I say for Saliba, the best thing is your start line for your defense can be that much further up the pitch because you have Saliba. And he's going to bring it back down, recycle, or they're going to try and get in behind. And it's, you know, and like, obviously Saliba's great on the ball. Obviously, there's all these other things. But, you know, personally, I think for Odegaard, man, is like his best quality can almost, he sometimes will only touch the ball. He'll have 3 touches in a phase, but they'll be of the highest quality. And like that assist is like, if you know, if he feeds it into the center, it comes back to him. He takes one touch, 2 touch out of his feet.
Well, the 3 touches he takes right at the end when Trossard misses the chance.
Yeah,
Trossard fires the ball at him chest high. He brings it down 1 touch. Second touch, shifts it slightly to the left.
Use Trossard's run.
Yeah, and the 3rd touch, he slips in Saliba. All 3 touches, top quality.
That's what I would also say is some of my personal favorite thing about Odegaard is like, yes, he does a lot of things for us. The press is great. We're so happy to see the press back. We're setting traps, like, but he can just have 3 touches or 2 touches of the highest quality, and it creates chances. It creates overloads. It creates all of these things that we have not been seeing with Trossard in the 10 or with whatever other system Arteta has tried to do. He's not really given Ethan that many minutes in the 10 in games where we need to see Ethan's attacking prowess. So with El Capitan back, and then the fixture list being what it is, obviously we hope Saka's back. Obviously we hope Rice is back as well. But it would be good. I do think 2 months of Odegaard football can completely change the whole, are Arsenal out of the title race? Are Arsenal this? Are Arsenal just the top 4 team? Or whatever sort of narrative is trying to be run right now.
Having Odegaard back, but also just having like a fully fit squad. Fully fit team. And obviously Odegaard. My favourite bit about Odegaard is that in the last couple of weeks, there have been times in the Liverpool game, Newcastle game, Bournemouth game, where it's just been hot potato football from Arsenal. We just can't seem to be able to keep it. And in that Chelsea game, it looked like we didn't have any of those problems. Because whenever there was a bit of a press put on from Chelsea, or it looked like Odegaard would drop deep, pick up the ball, find the spare man, keep it moving, keep it ticking. And that ability to just relax everyone, calm it down, we'll keep possession here for a bit, and we'll move it forward. We haven't had that.
It's so good.
And on the Chelsea side, Chelsea, I came away thinking, Chelsea are a good team. Obviously, like you say, would have loved to have got 3 points, but it's a difficult place to go.
Chelsea, it's easy to say, but they have quality like that can hurt you all over the pitch. Like the Neto goal is a prime example of that. Cole Palmer didn't have his best game. I thought he did well to keep him rather quiet.
Cole Palmer,
scary hours, just giving Odegaard big love.
Another 4:30,
but
it's so bright.
What I was shocked about was that, and maybe this is a little bit of home advantage, was that it didn't have to be Cole Palmer today. Because sometimes I do feel as if Chelsea, if it's not Cole making the assist or making the goal, will it happen? Will it come? But Neto's done well there.
That's Neto's first Premier League goal for Chelsea.
Yeah.
So for most of the time, you've been right. Like, it is Cole Palmer, right? And if it's not Cole Palmer, he's struggling. But
when you spend 60 million on a right winger who's playing left wing,
we know who Neto is.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. And obviously I think Caicedo played well today. I think Maresca has done well in getting more consistent performances out of players.
100%.
Like, I was actually one of the people that thought, not that Maresca would be a flop, but I didn't think he could do as well as Poch was doing at the end of it.
Yeah.
But he started stronger.
They look like a better team
than Poch. Bare minimum, he's getting more consistency out of the players than what Poch was getting out of the players.
Yeah.
And obviously, maybe Poch has helped a little bit in finding out who these guys are. He's now Enzo. We don't really see much of Enzo. All this kind of stuff. But I think Chelsea obviously are an actual genuine contender.
Yeah. I think if you compare Chelsea's squad to Man United's squad. The contrast in quality is night and day.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you look at Lavia and Caicedo and Palmer and Noni and Neto and Jackson, and like that's a good team.
I do think though, and this might sound a little bit like arrogant because Chelsea, I know how Chelsea fans are, and they're gonna start mentioning trophies and all this kind of stuff. But I do think that there's a lot of second season Arteta, third season Arteta with the Chelsea, in the sense of like, I was seeing, I don't know how true this stat is. Someone will have to fact check me, but it's like 24 games now. Chelsea haven't beaten Arsenal, City, Liverpool.
Yeah.
24 matches.
Yeah.
And like, obviously, the Chelsea fans are speaking about, we're gonna win these big games soon, and this was where we were. Remember when it was like we were a good team, or we were an all right team, and we could beat the Tottenham, we could beat the Leicesters,
but you couldn't hack the litmus test.
When Liverpool came to buck us, when City came to buck us, or we would lose.
Well, Chelsea have played all three of those teams this season. They lost at home to City, they lost away at Liverpool, and they drew with us.
Yeah,
they picked up 1 point from 9.
So I do see a little bit of that. Like, there is obviously Chelsea will say yes, we're a team in transition, but there's still a lot to get through.
I think Chelsea will be in a fight for top 4.
Right?
But the way they're playing at the moment and the quality of their squad, I think between them and Villa, I think one of them will get it, and it'll be an interesting fight. I couldn't pick between them.
Right now it's tough.
Yeah,
I'm unhappy with Villa's performance.
I think they play each other soon after the international break.
Yeah,
so that'll be an interesting
one to watch.
See where the two teams are at. But yeah, I mean, give Pedro Neto his credit. I've been a big Pedro Neto guy for a while, and it's evident that he should play on the right. Like, if you needed any more proof, than that goal, he should play on the right.
I've been saying this. My brother's been trying to tell me, we should buy Pedro Neto we should have bought Pedro Neto to replace Martinelli on the left wing. Pedro Neto is not a left winger. Yeah. Gary Neville, as you're saying, Gary Neville keeps going on and on and on about why doesn't Pedro Neto just beat his man, and why doesn't he just do this? Why doesn't he just do that? You could tell Pedro Neto spent the last 3, 4, 5 years perfecting his game as a right winger. To then,
what do I always say about Pedro Neto's game?
Yeah, it's automatic. When he's on
that side.
Yeah, when he knows what spots to hit, and when he knows, all right, this is where I chop.
Angle, it's very automatic.
Yeah. And Pedro Neto can do all right in left wing. It's not that he's some bomb left winger.
He put in a great ball that Gusto should have scored from.
It's not like he's some bomb left winger, but if you want to get the best out of Pedro Neto, it will be on the right wing.
And he's so much better on that side. But I think Maresca's already kind of learning that, because Noni's getting these early subs now. And stuff. So,
and I'll tell last week, shout out Cucurella. I thought he had a good game.
Cucurella did have a good game, but I'm not on this. He locked Saka up.
No, we know the help that Cucurella got.
Yeah. I'm not on that.
We know the help that he got.
And I'm also not. And Saka created 2 chances that we should score from.
I'm also not on the Saka didn't dribble past. I saw Saka dribble past Cucurella though. I saw Saka dribble. The first opening phase of the second half, Saka was just bombing down the right wing.
Yeah. That's the same way that they will say Lewis Hall locked him up. But come on, we know Joe Linton, Joe Willock, all of them, man. Come on, come on.
Linton and Willock is like 5 lungs between 2 people.
Because if Lewis Hall was left 1v1,
it's curtains, it's brown bread,
cornbread, yams, all of it. But we'll move it on, because as much as we might be feeling down at the minute, Arsenal made 1 point on Man City this week.
Yeah.
Because Man City went to the Amex, and Pep Guardiola lost 4 in a row, bro, for the first time in his career.
I don't think I've seen like a City team lose 4 in a row, a Pep team lose 4 in a row, but the back-to-back weekend losses, and we were circling the Amex, and I was like, this is like, they could make it interesting, but this is also the kind of game that Pep might just win 4-2, 4-3, wherever it might be. Where City are right now is a real interesting place. It's a real interesting place. And this is another part, not to bring it back to Arsenal, why I was a bit disappointed we didn't get 3 points, was because of this result. Yeah. It looked as if it was going to be just one of those City days. Haaland puts them up 1-0, just bundles his way through. Kovacic's plays. Haaland bounces off 3-4 guys.
Yeah. And I thought the post.
I thought this is going to get long. They were creating chances, but Herzler? Bro, Herzler, we were speaking about Iraola and the stuff that Iraola's done, but Herzler's beaten Tottenham, he's beaten City, he's drawn with us. away from home this season already.
Yeah,
and he's got these guys. He's got these guys. They've also had their injury issues. Like Pedro's been in and out. Obviously, Welbeck's had to be up top. Bro, they in that second half were peppering City. They should have scored 3 or 4 goals.
JP off the bench
in that second half.
Let's talk about it.
This the first João Pedro goal. It's a great I don't know, determination from João Pedro or whatever. But the City defense. Rico Lewis,
your boy,
Simpson Puzzi, Carl Walker.
I told man about Rico Lewis. I told man.
I was like, what's going? I've never seen that sort of shoddy.
Yeah.
Ricochet balls bouncing around in the area for way too long. They should know who these Brazilians are. These Brazilians.
That's what they thrive on. That scrappy one.
You haven't got rid. Anyway, Evan Nilsson's and these kind of Portuguese guys. Bro,
South Americans in general.
You haven't got rid, and it's still kind of lingering down here, and you're lifting your leg to bro. It's in the back of the net. It's in the back of the net, man. But shout out João Pedro.
Give us.
Yeah. João Pedro, he did come on and change the game. He offers
his
Brighton,
first minutes back.
He offers Brighton just a different level of quality and cutting edge that they don't necessarily have. And Welbeck's been doing well. With João Pedro, Welbeck has been doing well. We have to give him his credit, but with João Pedro
played together, even when João Pedro was fit, they were playing together.
But with João Pedro back, the two of them together add a bit more that Brighton are missing. Obviously, everybody's speaking about the Baleba cameo. I've been speaking about Baleba. Top 10 transfers of last year. My third eye was open. I just think it was a really good game from Brighton, and I think the last thing I'll say on this is City, and this is the Rodri. This is the missing of Rodri. Yeah, this City phase, and this is I don't have no proof to back this, but in these sort of losses that City have in the last couple of weeks, or just them conceding goals, when they concede 1, they concede 2. In 5-10 minutes.
They've conceded 8 in the last 4 games.
I know Rodri gets on the ball, all of a sudden the other team doesn't have the ball, City are in the other but without Rodri, when the crowd get up for it and they're at these difficult stadiums, potentially at the Amex, and
and you can't
the
kill
vitality.
The atmosphere
Exactly. You can't kill the atmosphere by keeping possession. It seems like these other clubs, and I saw it with the Wolves game, bro. Wolves scored and they should have been on top of them. And they were on top of them, but
they had a chance.
They just couldn't really.
Had a chance.
Yeah, they couldn't really get it over the edge. But without Rodri, when City concede 1, it seems as if they're conceding 2. In the next, that, there was a
Tottenham did it.
There was a 10-minute window.
Sporting did it.
Yeah.
Bournemouth, I think, did it.
Bournemouth was, and Bournemouth had a chance in between their first and second goal as well. So it's just something to watch out for there. When you have them on the back foot a little bit and you've got that one on them, don't stop. Don't stop. There's more there to be got. Rodri's not here to break it up.
Yeah,
exactly.
I mean, the way they're playing, Rodri's having to come out and say, I'm planning to be back this season. Bro, take it easy. That ACL's hard work. Relax, take your time off.
I'm not worried necessarily about the Rodri return. I'm more worried about how quickly Zubimendi might gel with this team. That's what I'm worried about. Because I know the Zubimendi transfer is on lock.
Yeah.
That's what I'm worried about. I'm worried that Zubimendi...
I'm not too
sure about Zuba.
Too worried about it. Because I know he's not going to be Rodri.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So that's really all that matters.
But now it's looking like we want Gundo to play as many minutes as possible. Now
and that looks fine.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't want to see the
No, but Gundo's minutes are secure regardless of Zubimendi.
It will be Zumba, Gundo, Zubimendi, Kovacic,
KDB or Kova.
I saw KDB come back. I was
they're saying MLS in the summer. MLS for KDB in the summer. That's what they're saying.
Is there something to be said about Phil Foden?
Yes, I guess we should talk about it because we're killing Cole Palmer.
We are killing Cole Palmer.
But we're killing Cole Palmer because guys wanted to say he's the best in the league. Right.
So if he's the best in the league, these are the games you define him on.
Exactly. But Foden, if Saka had been doing what Foden's been doing for these first 10, 11 games.
Front page news. Did we get it wrong? The PFA Player of the Year award, as he always is. He just a system. All the stuff that we've been saying about Saka without set pieces now, where there've been a nasty narrative.
100%. And look, there's no Rodri, but you're telling me there's not enough goals in this Man
We
City
need to
team
rise.
now.
Yeah.
That Foden can't score some goals or create some goals.
And also the Brighton game, it isn't the game where it's like, oh, they've put 11 men behind the ball and there was no space and we couldn't really get through because it's not that game.
No.
There's space there.
None of the games. Tottenham wasn't like that. Bournemouth's not like that. Sporting wasn't like that.
So it's this plays into your hands. They're looking for somebody to get on the ball and start to make things happen over there. Like, I'm not ready to super fully kill Foden, but I do just think, all right, man, the summer was bad. We've been here. We were on record. We've said the summer was bad. But now it's like we were saying we don't want to see you come back to City on ball. And now it's like, bro, you're actually not balling. Now it's like, all right, where's... And I'm not going to question everything to do with Foden moving in the past. But you need to turn this around quickly.
But we said last year on the pod, right at the start of last year, that we want to see Foden make this his team now.
Yeah.
Like Mars is gone. Gundogan had obviously left at that point. Guys had left the team. We needed to see Foden come in and make that his team. And Foden did that.
Yeah.
He scored 19 league goals and they won the title. Fair enough. Fair play. But you can't just do that for one season.
Yeah. And also,
we need to see some consistency.
It's almost more important now with how much chop and change there is. Like, Savinho's coming in to try and win his first Prem. There've been a lot of guys. Obviously, Gundogan's come back. He's not playing at the level. Rodri's out. There's a lot of guys now where it's a different squad and you're a senior pro. Yeah, you're 23, 4, however young you are. But exactly, you're a senior leader in the squad. And there's not many places for you to hide now. You can't hide behind the David Silva, whoever, and say, oh, but he's meant to be guiding you. But you need to be the one saying, I've done this 5 times. Yeah. In this part of the season, we do this.
Gundo shouldn't be starting over you.
Yeah,
Gundo's a senior leader, all of this, but he should not be starting over you.
Yeah,
right. You should be making sure that there's a place in this. KDB's been out for how long?
Yeah, exactly.
Right, but look, we'll see. Like you say, it's difficult to kill the City players. It's difficult to kill Pep because you know what they're going to come on at some point. So we'll wait and see. But Gundo, that's another one in the chamber.
Eyes are open.
That's another one in the chamber. We're loading it up. And when that chamber's full, we'll start firing.
I do think the last thing we'll see that City are going to need production from Savinho, from Doku.
Yeah.
From, I know obviously Haaland is still kind of like ticking over, and he's not really been scoring as much of late. But the Doku, I know he's kind of been injured, but the Savinhos, the Grealish when he's back, these kind of guys, they're going to need some serious production from them.
Yeah.
If Foden's on this and KDB's still out injured and he's coming back with injury stuff.
Yeah.
Like, someone else is going to have a monster season.
Or I think someone else will turn up. And
eventually, they always do.
Someone will sneak to 10-10 or something, or just completely go under the radar or whatever. But,
Kovacic. Yeah. That's where I put my money on. Kovacic might have you might have like 3 goals and 3 assists.
And he could end the season with 3 goals and 3 assists.
I know. Or he does the Gundo.
No, Kova's not got
explosion.
Kova's not got that. We've had conversations about Kova. Kova's nice, and that's it.
That's it.
There's no more to it. He's nice, and that's it. We'll move it on to the team that is 9 points clear. Liverpool. They played Aston Villa on a Saturday night. Liverpool keep doing what they need to do. They keep winning. Can't hate them for that. Can't get onto them for that. And Salah again with a goal and an assist. And it seems like every time Salah turns up with a goal and an assist these days, my timeline's full of new stats.
Yeah, the Salah stats thing is
Salah's beating this guy or Salah's overtaking this guy, and
it's been going on for a couple of years now. But now it's like the names are getting ridiculous.
Yeah,
when you were passing
with Rooney for most games with goal and an assist.
Yeah. When you were passing, even the guys of Didier Drogba, I was like, all right, Drogba was good, but I can see how Salah's got there. But now we're in the Rooney and the Thierry numbers, and it's. But on the game, congratulations to Liverpool. Liverpool played a good game. It was a good win at home. But I'm so torn between being impressed by Liverpool and being disappointed in Villa. Yeah, Liverpool did what they needed to do at home. And they looked to threat. Obviously, this transition thing that they had going on from the corners was great from their perspective. But from Villa's perspective, I just couldn't get it. I was like, all right, calm. They've scored the first goal like that. Surely tweak it.
Yeah.
Surely Emery, captains, leaders on the pitch, put 2 men at the edge of the area, make sure one of them fouls and takes a yellow if you need to. But it just felt like every corner Villa had,
Was a Liverpool.
Was a Liverpool 3-on-2. Was a Liverpool 3-on-1. Konza has to do what he can to scrape, you know.
Yeah.
I was so disappointed in Villa for that. And then even the chances that Villa were creating, I thought some of them were like, you're just missing the final ball, you're just missing the shot on target. And it was frustrating to see that Villa have the quality to hurt Liverpool, but didn't have the composure on the day.
None of Villa's attacking players. Jacob Ramsey was terrible.
Way
too long on the ball on too many
Bailey
times.
didn't have a good
Bailey
game.
didn't play well. Watkins was terrible.
Yeah.
Morgan Rogers was terrible. None of them really.
And they still created openings. I can't necessarily say chances,
like
but
half chances.
Exactly. But there were openings where it was like, all right, you've isolated Konate, you've isolated the Robertson, whoever it is. Play this ball, do the 1-2, get it in the box, and for whatever reason, touch was heavy, ball was not right. Stenia cross over the top. I was just like, I thought you were a good team. I thought you were going to be a top side.
Yeah.
I hear it, man. Winning at Anfield away is not easy. But I felt as if Villa, who are competing for top 4, competing for the big things, they had a little bit more to give in that game, man. But you've got to give Liverpool credit, as I say. They did what they needed to do. The Salah thing is nuts. I mean, he comes away with a goal and an assist, but the goal is
Who
fair.
was it that headed it straight into Salah?
It was Douglas Carlos, Diego Carlos. Sorry,
that was
awful, bro. Head it anywhere.
Salah's finish in that,
exactly,
tells you everything you need to know about him.
There's 2 guys right across the goal, by the way.
But it's Emi Martinez.
Yeah.
He digged it over him at the near post.
But the Salah assist, you could argue that Bailey or whoever it was should be sent off.
He would have been sent off.
But the fact that ends up an assist is hilarious.
And you know who called no foul? David Coote.
Is it?
It was David Coote who no foul. So it's a red card. That's obvious. That's worse than Saliba.
Yeah, he's straight for 1 goal. There's no other defender. There's no one else there. It's just him and the goalkeeper.
I refuse to believe that VAR would have let him get away with it. Bailey was just lucky that they scored. But yeah, look, other than that, there's not too much to say. The only thing I say on Liverpool, and Liverpool fans will get onto me for this, is that obviously, look, you'd rather be 9 points clear. Obviously, I'm not saying that yet. But if I said, would you rather have a loss at home to Forest or 2 losses away at Bournemouth and away at Newcastle?
Yeah.
I think there's a debate to be had
there. Yeah.
Would I take one at home? I said to you at the start of the season, we cannot lose at home. If we lose at home, I think that's probably the title over. Because the home games, like in this run of fixtures where we need to pick up points, win, home games, we need to make sure we do that. And for Liverpool to have done that at Anfield, I don't think that's a good one.
Yeah, no, I do agree with that on point. And obviously, the counter argument is also look when But you're right. I mean, we'll see how much of a fortress Anfield is. I do have massive respect for Slot and what he's been able to do so far. I do think Konate, I probably would have given him man of the match. I know Salah got a goal and an assist, but everything Villa tried to do, Konate stopped. There was barely anybody else. Konate stopped it.
Like, you're saying Van Dijk just sends him out there.
Yeah, every time there is like Morgan Rogers breaks a challenge in midfield, Van Dijk's already in the backtrack and he's pointing at Konate. You go there first. Anything, if he takes a heavy touch, I'll just come over and sweep up. I'll clean up. Yeah. But that's what Konate is there for. His young legs. He does it very well.
BBD can coach that.
Yeah.
And BBD can play that role.
Konate does the job very, very well. He does the job very, very well. I was very impressed with him that day. Because I was thinking surely Watkins gets the best of him once.
Yeah.
Surely, they get they get the best of him once. And
even Duran when he came on.
When I saw Watkins in the first half, like have a 1-on-1 with Konate and then try and win a penalty cheaply. He doesn't actually want to go around him or doesn't think that he can go
Watkins
around him.
ain't been great the last couple of weeks. He needs to.
He needs to change it quickly.
But yeah, I agree, man. I think Konate is playing at a very, very high level right now. I think between him, VBD, Gabriel and Saliba, I think they're the best 4.
Yeah.
Centre backs in the league. But we'll move it on to the best game of the weekend. And shout out Ipswich. Shout out Ed Sheeran.
Long time coming.
Thinking out loud.
Shout out East Anglia.
Yeah. East Anglia. Apparently East Anglia will always be yellow and green, according to Madders. Those are the battles Madders fight.
Guys,
fighting.
you're not clued into the East Anglia Awards. They don't.
Ask Madders.
Ears are not to the street, man.
Guys are playing Champions League ball, going San Siro, going playing sport, and Madders is beefing. He's on the East Anglia thing. Okay. Well, Ipswich, first Premier League win since 2002. So shout out Ipswich, shout out Kieran McKenna, the Tractor Boys.
Shout out not being out the relegation zone.
Yeah.
You know,
and the Tractor Boys they're thanking Dr. Tottenham. I didn't think the Dr. Tottenham juice was this big.
You know what is funny is like, and I said this to you, that Tottenham could lose next week in the sense of like, anytime Tottenham have a good week, and I gave them praise.
They got Ipswich at home.
But because you had said that, I was like, Ipswich at home, you can't lose that one. Surely not that one. But when I saw that Tottenham were 2-0 down to Ipswich at home, this is the thing. This is why Dr. Tottenham exists.
Yeah.
Because there's situations in which I've seen Arsenal give players careers, give teams life, you know, all of this kind of stuff, yeah. But the first win in the Premier League since 2002 at your place, not even, you're in Ipswich.
They didn't even have to get it at home.
Yeah, crowd's up for it. Ref is giving away a penalty.
Tottenham and Ange let Palace get it at home. They let Glasner and Palace get their first win at Selhurst.
Which is like embarrassing, but it's like 1-0, you know, whatever. Yeah. You know, but this in
your home.
You have and we've come on and we've killed Tottenham many a week on this pod, and you had a chance to go third with a win with Ipswich at home.
They'd be sitting third right now.
To bottle that, man, you'd be making all of us eat our words. I kill Ange for the details. I know Ange didn't watch film for Ipswich. That's why Ipswich are 2-0 up.
Yeah.
I know Ange didn't watch the film. He thought, if we just play our style, and if I get Bentancur in here, and I do this with
and Amari Hutchinson ran Bentancur ragged.
And I might be putting words in Ange's mouth, but I do think that there is a level of, it has to be arrogance for how up and down Tottenham can be, man.
Yeah.
There has to be a level of arrogance with how he's carrying out his job for Tottenham. And I know it's Tottenham, and I know it's the players, and I know, you know, the players, and, you know, the history of the club and all this kind of stuff. Yeah. But to have 17 wins and 17 draws and 17 wins and 17 losses and however many draws in his last 30 something games, bro, I think it's just like you're that
was what Ten Hag got sacked for.
You're not getting the best out of these guys. Individually, Tottenham want to put their right back with the best right backs. Individually, they want to put Van der Men with the best of the centre backs. They want to put Romero with the best of the centre backs.
Pedro Porro at fault for both goals.
They want to put Udogie with the best of the left backs in the league. Yeah, but they say, but collectively that's management. Yeah. When you start saying individually they're this and individually they're that, but collectively,
and they've been saying that for the longest time, and that's been my point. Like Tottenham fans, even now, they say that individually those four, Romero, Van der Ven, Porro, Udogie, are good players, right? But if they're all individually good players, something's wrong with the system because Tottenham concede every game. They concede goals every game.
There is a lot less of the like happy-go-lucky, we just attack, sort of the way they used to eulogize about that. We're just this happy-go-lucky team that just go forward and attack and attack and attack. And Tottenham have scored the most goals in the league.
Yeah.
But when you're having these kind of losses, when you're this up and you're this down, you're beating Villa 4-1, you're beating City, but then you're losing to Ipswich at home.
West Ham 4-1.
I don't know how much is worth being top scorers. I don't know how much is worth, results at the end of the day.
I mean, Tottenham's 4 results in this international break have been 4-1 against West Ham. They won. 1-0 loss at Palace, Glasner's first win. 4-1 against Villa. 2-1 loss at home at Ipswich, McKenna's first win. That's been their 4 results.
What do you think with the Ange situation? Because I know you don't think they're going to get rid of Ange, but
I don't think they're going to sack Ange.
How do you think? I think the only reason there is some credibility to the sacking of Ange is the flack that Levy's getting, because everybody's saying now Levy doesn't want to win. We all know Levy doesn't want to win.
Yeah, but I think Levy's had that. Levy also, he just doesn't care.
I think Levy puts that not on himself, but at the manager's doorstep. They're saying, I don't want to win, bro. I put you in this position to make sure I don't hear this.
Yeah, I agree. That's Levy's take. But also, I believe that because I believe that Ange will go on a period where he wins 4 games in a row.
Yeah, smooths over the voices.
He's done that multiple times this season already. Guys are talking about when they came into the Palace game that Tottenham had won like their last 6 games in all comps. Right? Bear in mind there was Carabao Cup and Europa League and stuff in there, but Ange can do that, right? The Ten Hag thing. Ten Hag used to all of a sudden it'd be, we've won our last 4 games, right?
Unbeaten, yeah, I know that.
I think Ange can do that. I think the big one will be his quarterfinal against Man United.
Yeah.
I think if Tottenham lose that and they lose that opportunity to go and win a trophy, then I think there's a possibility that he can go and get sacked.
And I think Ange has put, to add to your point, I think Ange has put a rod on his own back, doubling down on the trophies thing. If the Carabao's out the window, and you're languishing in 7th or 8th, and every week Brighton go ahead of you, and you go ahead of Brighton, depending on who plays first, and you get a tough draw in the FA Cup, and you might lose that, or whatever it might be, that's when it potentially could be like, all right, well, we're not going to win a trophy this year, so do I stick or twist?
And we might not make top 4.
I genuinely believe that next year is top 4 trophy winning season with this manager? Especially with the I saw Abby talk about, like, at least just look her in the eyes, please. Like, I don't need you to come out and lie or say what it isn't or say what it is, but at least just, I don't mind you being. She was like, I don't mind you being spiky, being angry, being annoyed, but just look him in the eyes when they're. Bro,
I do think that if they beat Man United, I think he's cool.
He's calm.
I think he's cool for the rest of the season.
That again, it's the FA Cup final thing from when they beat them. If they beat Man United in the Carabao Cup, it's as good as for Tottenham winning a trophy. And they'll come out and they'll be like, yo, but we weren't, this is what we're doing now, and all this kind of stuff.
Chance to win a trophy. I don't think Levy will sack him then, but
it's going to be a good battle though. Him and Amarim. He's got a lot on the line now. First couple of games.
I'm glad it's at Tottenham as well. Amarim can come and he can do his nastiness. But we're away from home.
The details. If Amarim's coming and he's going to be a detailed manager, like many Portuguese managers are. If that's what it's going to come down to, I know Ange isn't going to fix the details.
But then, I say the quality thing, but Tottenham don't really have. Do Tottenham really have more quality than Man United? I don't know.
I don't know either, because I think Brendan Johnson could be as effective as Garnacho when he's
or Ahmad,
exactly,
who they're raving about, or Rashford.
They could all stink it up, or they could all.
And I think Højlund could be as effective as Solanke.
And then Bruno he's got a bit of.
Bruno's better than anything Tottenham have. Like Coote Madders came on 82nd minute in this game. He got 8 minutes.
The Madders and Ange relationship must be,
apparently they're beefing,
strained. Must be very strained right now. Must be very strained.
But for Ipswich,
this is huge.
Big up.
Massive.
First win away at Tottenham.
Massive. Getting that first win relieves so much pressure at this stage of the season, because it always gets a bit scary when
it keeps
going. We're getting into December and guys are like, by the way, they've not won a game all year.
Sheffield United lost. Yeah.
When you're playing guys on the 20-something of December and they're saying they've not won all season, and you don't want really don't want to be that team in the middle of December, to give these guys
these 3 points are vital.
No, Ipswich deserve all the credit, man. Liam Delap, he's the guy. He's doing the things for Ipswich.
My boy, Sammy Schmodic.
Seriously,
insane. It's so obvious to tell he could play above the Championship.
I was saying this, it's a great goal, but I can't believe between Porro and Brennan Johnson that they've let him get that shot off.
Yeah.
No one.
For me, I'm going to put that all on Porro.
He's 6 yards out.
And they're right back.
And they're like, yeah, you can have that bicycle.
Dropping. Go and win the header. Go and win it. Clear it out the box, get up. We're 0-0. We'll go on the attack. But Porro, he's a winger.
No one wants to put their head there.
Brendan Johnson, I can allow him because he's a winger. Porro, you're meant to be a right back. Go and win that header.
I just think it's shocking, man. I honestly just think it's shocking from Tottenham. And as we say, look, man, for real, big up to Ipswich. Being out the relegation zone at this stage of the season is pretty good. And Wolves won, so it's adding pressure and stuff now. And
everyone's won now. But it's not a good look for Ange though. Both Glasner and McKenna got their first wins against him.
I was saying, I wonder how much he takes that personally. Like, does he internalize
that point you're making about Ange's arrogance? I think
that feeds into it.
I've won trophies in Scotland and Australia and Japan and wherever he was, he won all these trophies. Yeah, Andrew's probably thinking, and we said we were gonna have to do a pod on the Scottish League, and what's really going on there? Because Gerard got him. He was a made man there.
Yeah. Brendan Johnson.
Yeah.
Sorry, Brendan Rodgers.
But look, Brendan Rodgers,
he's got good pedigree.
He won the FA Cup, so he did his thing. Right?
But that pride before, when he would like spend 3/4 of the season in the top 4 and 5 games to go, just finish 6.
Throw it away. It's there. It's yours. Just take it. 4. Yeah, it's right there.
You've been 3 and 4 all season.
But look, MVPs and rookies of the week. Firstly, I'll go for Brentford and the G-Tech Stadium in general.
The goals that are being scored, the amount of goals that are being scored at the G-Tech, I was surprised when I saw that still image or like Brentford haven't lost to the G-Tech in the scorelines.
Yeah.
More than they haven't lost. I was seeing 5, 4, 3s. I was seeing 4s, I was seeing 3s, I was seeing 2s. I was like, bro, what?
That's why Thomas Frank's performance at Craven Cottage was nasty. Because look what you've been doing this season. You're scoring goals. Don't go there and play like this.
I think Thomas Frank, he knows he's got the formula what keeps Brentford in this league.
Mm-hmm.
Wins at home, draws away from home. As minimal defeats as we can
100%.
away from home
100%.
will give us 42, 43, 44.
And if you can win 10 of your 19 home games, you're probably up.
I know he's got a spreadsheet. I know he's got he's got all the calculations. Plan A1, plan A B. But I think they do deserve a lot of
Whistle.
Yeah, exactly.
He just keeps bagging.
Bro, they're scoring more goals without Tony. I think that's the biggest compliment you can give to Thomas Frank.
He has also changed the system.
He has, but I was saying this last season where I was giving him credit for like Tony's still a part of the squad.
Yeah.
And Thomas Frank is like, well, this is different now. We have to be different now. I have to pretend as if you're not here because you're not going to be here. I think it's just good management on his behalf, and I hope Thomas Frank can get a big move soon, man. Like maybe not to a massive club, but just like let's see what he does with a club that's higher. It doesn't even need to be in England. I can take it if it's in Germany.
Yeah, let him go somewhere.
But let him go somewhere else, and I want to see you with a Sevilla.
He doesn't need to go Tottenham.
No. He can go to like maybe take the Roma job, or Roma struggling for a manager. Yeah, just go and see what you can do. And
well, Thomas Frank should sit tight, let company fuck up, and then take that one.
Dortmund for sure. Nuri Sahin can't be better than Thomas Frank.
Yeah. Emil Smith Rowe.
Yeah.
MVP.
Balling.
Great goal. Left foot. Played well. Scored a second, but it was offside because of his chest. Iwobi said he's doing too many uppers.
Too many uppers in the gym.
It's good vibes down at Fulham, it looks like.
I've seen some videos today. I feel like it's going to be a really fun season for Fulham players.
But they're balling as well.
And Fulham fans. Yeah, I think Marcus Silva...
That's 2 London derbies, Brentford and Palace, and they picked up 6 points.
I think Marcus Silva has a, like, steely... to use a Rio... Rio he has a steely determination about it. Rio always says that. I think Marcus Silva is one of these guys where it's like he lets the players do what they need to do, but they are very much still afraid of him. And like they know that if Marco's not fucking with my performances right now or my effort or whatever, I'm out the team.
We can't be dropping tracks. If he's not balling,
if he's not running, like he is. Doing the hard yards,
exactly.
Running back, because Wilson will then get in there.
Yeah,
and
Tom Kearney called him the Nigerian Ozil after that pass he played through to Harry Wilson.
No, but shout out to Smith Rowe. Shout out to Reece Nelson as well.
Yeah, nail it. Looks like he nailed it down a starting position.
Yeah.
Fulham fans saying they'd pay 30 million for him.
They were asking us, they were like, hypothetically speaking.
Yeah, I checked the comments. 30, 25 plus 5.
They were all saying it depends on if he fixes his finish, like, what fixes his finishing this season, which is like, if he ends up with 6, 7, 8 goals, it's only going to add.
But he's only just started to have the run of starts.
The starts,
right? So give him some time.
What were some of the other results? I think we do have to give Rude an MVP.
Oh, no.
You're giving Rude a rookie?
Yeah.
I'm giving Rude an MVP for not completely tanking the ship. Like the Man United had won more games in the last 2 weeks than I feel like I've seen all season.
Yeah, so
and he's gone, so I can actually send him off and give him a farewell. and be like, oh, not thanks for everything. We don't really care too much, but
but he deserves to be gone.
Yeah, because a better manager's coming in.
The whole thing, we said this.
Oh, it was nasty work. It was nasty work.
Ruud has taken this assistant manager job because he knows Ten Hag is on the brink. Right? Ten Hag will get sacked, and I will come in.
The nastiness of
Ruud
it
comes in. It's now roll neck and suit and trousers and Stretford end.
I know what this means. I know
exactly.
What this means.
I would love to be Man United manager one day. And the interviews are the board have confirmed that I will have a place on the coaching staff. And
the players know who's in charge.
Exactly.
No, but
exactly. And Amorim's coming. We told him to piss off.
I knew Amorim.
Ruud, you're a rookie.
I knew Amorim wasn't going to keep Ruud. But
you tried to throw Ten Hag under the bus, and you tried to sleazeball your way.
Don't
into
worry.
That Man United job.
This Ruud stint will serve us well. In the future.
Yeah, but you don't need to give him an MVP.
This Ruud stint will serve us well. I mean, look, he's beaten Leicester twice. Those are really his.
The way he's done this is nasty.
You know what?
He deserves what he got.
What makes it really nasty for me is the fact that Ten Hag is Dutch and Ruud's Dutch.
Yeah.
It's like in Lion King, the whole Scar Mufasa thing is on them. Please, I'm your brother. Long live the king. Yeah, that's what Ruud's done. But I will give him an MVP because I was sure that Ruud's an all right manager, probably a better manager than Ten Hag, but it's more so how he's carried himself through this. And it's nasty, but I respect it because it is a stab in the back. He's put his face on Main Street, guys. I'm a serious manager. Whatever job Ruud goes into next, they're going to say 100% success rate. Manchester United manager.
In this interim, he beat Leicester twice.
And drew with Chelsea.
At home. Pauk at home. And drew with Chelsea at home.
With one of the
4 home games.
One of the most boring games. 1-1 draws you'll ever see.
So, but he's not a serious guy.
He could have, but Ten Hag would have lost some of those games for sure. So that's why he'll get an MVP for me.
Ten Hag could have won all those.
And I'm giving him a third eye MVP because I know when Amorim inevitably loses in the first 2 games, first 3 games, first 4 games, and guys are gonna start saying, "Well, the real thing the real work." That's nasty.
That's the same as Ruud, though. Ruud actually did it.
Nasty work.
Ruud actually did it.
The new manager hasn't even come in real. I think Manchester United made a mistake. I think Manchester United.
But we all have to get behind the new chapter.
When I look at Ruud, I see he knows the club.
Yeah.
I see the determination. I think he wants this.
Yeah.
Somebody who can control the players. We wanted that for that's nasty work. This will serve us well. This 4-game stretch that Ruud's done will serve us well because when things are bad under Amorim, they're gonna say things were never this bad under Ruud, and I can just maybe Ruud should come back.
But no, Ruud's getting a rookie. My other MVP though, Martinelli.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't too happy
with some of his performances
with the all-round game, but you scored.
Yeah,
so you did your job. We go to Stamford Bridge, and any of the front 3 score. I will probably have to say you've done your job. So another big game as well. I sent you that thing earlier. It's it is still a thing of like, even in Martinelli's like bad seasons,
he does the big goal thing.
He still has the picture on the desk. He still has these big goals. So that was just a little reminder to me. I was like, you know what, Martinelli get MVP.
I'll give I don't even know who, but maybe just Newcastle in general an MVP. For Nottingham Forest isn't an easy team to beat. And it was away. They were Nottingham Forest,
Yeah.
Being Forest at their place after going a goal down, it definitely takes some sort of character, some sort of mentality.
And Harvey Barnes has that João Pedro thing. Of just when I'm here, I'll score goals.
Yeah.
When I'm on this pitch, I'll score goals.
Yeah.
I don't know how Harvey Barnes has got to have at least 4. And I think he started 4 games.
2 outside the box, 2 inside the box, 1 near post, 1 on the right. Yeah.
Well, Harvey Barnes, and I've said this all the time, he is a goal-scoring winger.
Yeah.
He is the perfectly apt description for a goal-scoring winger.
He scored, 11-12 when they went down, when Leicester went down.
Yeah.
But if a winger in your
last
season,
year, he was out for, I think he got 9. He's a goal-scoring winger, that guy.
If a winger in a relegation team gets 12 goals... What's going on?
Yeah,
what's happened? That's just from your winger.
From Newcastle. Good business.
My outside football MVPs would go to Jokic.
Yep.
What Jokic was doing these last couple of games, I'll give Michael Porter Jr. an MVP. He had the buzzer beater. Well, like late winner. I'll also give one to Kyrie. He lost the game, but man, those Kyrie buckets. The difficulty level is ridiculous. And I'll give Lamar Jackson an MVP because every week that Lamar wins is a good week for the NFL.
I'll give Jason Tatum one.
Yeah.
Consistently 30+ point games, 30+ point. He's been balling. Guys still want to hate him. Guys still want to get onto him.
Did you see the Giannis Jaylen Brown thing? When
Yeah. Jaylen Brown called him a child. Giannis is a child. Yeah, that was funny.
Same amount of rings though.
Yeah.
Same amount of MVPs.
Yeah. Both won it the right way.
We'll see. We'll see what happens this year.
Rookies though. Ange. Big rookie.
Yeah.
Big rookie. Gary O'Neal MVP.
Yeah, first
MVP.
Big win. Is this their first win?
First win of the season.
First win.
Had to win this game, and you won this game.
And did. Shout out to Cunha as well.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. But yeah, rookies.
I'll give it to Ange.
Kalanoglu. I'll let you take this one, but Kalanoglu.
Oh man,
because we watched that game.
Thank goodness it was him as well, because I know he was on cloud 9 when he scored that penalty versus us, and I thought he was such an arsehole in that Arsenal game. But it's like, I admit I'm only hating on him because he had a good game versus my team. Yeah, but his average, how he was carrying himself, he was fouling Saka, then looking at the ref. What? That's not a foul. So to see Kalanoglu miss, and they were saying, "Oh, he's never missed. He's always gonna score this
19 penalties or something. He scored all of them for Inter.
It's time to take your club top of the table in the Serie A title race." No, post.
Yeah, I cost your team 3 points. The game ended 1-1.
If they scored that goal, 10 minutes, 12 minutes to go.
Yeah.
I was Inter. They could be the worst team in the world to go 1-0 down. Bro, everybody works the spaces so well. The defenders never miss a header. They never miss a clearance. The goalkeeper's big and tall. But
we experienced that firsthand.
Yeah, you don't want to do that with him.
Çalhanoğlu, rookie.
I think who else deserves a rookie of the week?
Barca lost. I don't know if they deserve a rookie though.
Yeah, I haven't actually seen the highlights yet. Vinny deserves an MVP hat trick.
Yeah.
MVP hat trick for.
I was gonna give Leao an MVP for what they did to Real Madrid.
Yeah.
I saw a Leao comp after the game. He was murking, man. Leaving Militao on the floor.
I'll give Fonseca a rookie with the manager of Milan. I know he's been trying to keep Leao out of the team. It's looking a bit touch and go with their relationship. Who's had like distinct howlers this week? Did anybody get sent off? No sendings off. David Coote has to get a rookie from us.
Yeah.
David Coote. Whatever Howard Webb says, I can already give him a rookie of the week because I know Howard Webb is going to come out and just say some madness about, well, I'm really sure about the source of the video. The quality. Is that really David? I can't really tell.
Yeah.
I'm
trying to think something must have happened this week.
I'll give what's his name? I'll give Victor Osimhen.
Yeah.
An MVP.
Yeah.
For the win over Tottenham earlier.
Tottenham.
Yeah. Galatasaray in general.
I think that might be it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it from me. But yeah, look, thank you guys for listening. Next week we will drop our top 10 best South American players to play in the Premier League. Guys have been asking for us to drop that. We've been waiting for a time to record that. With the international break, we'll record that next week and that will be out. So if you've enjoyed this episode, like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you think. Let us know if you think Arsenal are out of the title race. But we'll see you next week. Peace.